This is Nightline.
Tonight, Courtney Stodden, confessions of a child bride.
I was a virgin when I married him.
She was saving herself.
I knew that if I
for the
kept
wedding.
that, I would really be blessed with a beautiful gift.
At 16, marrying Green Mile actor Doug Hutchison, 3 times her age.
Stick out your arms like a good lad. No, I won't do it. You can't make me.
Capturing attention in couples therapy.
I feel like I'm losing my wife in the maelstrom.
A media sensation.
A lot of people online say you're a pervert. What do you say to that?
I'm a pervert. Courtney is a whore.
And the target of online bullying.
I'm surprised I'm still here sitting next to you, to be completely honest with you.
Why she says she's speaking out now. Plus, TikTok house tours.
How much do you pay for rent in New York?
I paid $2,100.
Meet Caleb Simpson.
Wow, this is nice.
The social media star asking that bold question.
Could I have a tour of your apartment?
People are saying that you're the modern day version of MTV Cribs.
If you think about it, I'm just like a rude stranger asking people to divulge personal information.
From the humble shoebox apartment
How big is this? 95 square feet.
to posh digs like Scarlett Johansson.
Hi, how much do you pay for rent in New York?
Not telling you that.
And the one thing his followers want to know.
On a monthly basis, how much are you paying for rent?
And he brought Ken to life in Barbie. Now, where is Ryan Gosling heading next? It's far, far away.
From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline.
Thanks for joining us. Tonight, in an age when most teens are learning to drive, Courtney Stodden was getting married to a Hollywood actor older than her father. At the time, she says they were soulmates. But now, she said what was going on was much darker. Here's another look at her story.
Who was Courtney at 16?
A girl, a minor, a child.
She was a small-town girl with visions of stardom.
Were you naive?
Of course. At 16, weren't we all? I was screaming for some kind of love.
He was a Hollywood actor, perhaps best known as the sadistic prison guard in The Green Mile.
No, I won't do it. You can't make me.
I was a child. He had power.
Courtney Stodden, the teenage bride who married 51-year-old Doug Hutchison in 2011. It raised eyebrows across the country.
A 16-year-old bride may seem like something from another culture or century.
51-year-old actor Doug Hutchison meets 16-year-old Courtney Stodden. They get married.
Most people get their driver's license at 16.
I got married at 16. I was a kid getting ready to consummate a marriage to a man older than my father.
Their very first interview after that bombshell marriage 14 years ago, sitting down with ABC News.
I was a virgin when I married him.
She was saving herself.
I knew that if
for
I
the
kept
wedding.
that, I would really be blessed with a beautiful gift. And God did. He blessed me with my soulmate.
Now, after divorcing Doug and getting remarried, the woman who was at the center of a firestorm says she's taking back her power, reflecting on her past that shaped who she is today. She says she's a crusader for other young, vulnerable women.
When you're in love and you're underage, you're like, oh, this is my first love.
Were you in love?
I thought I was. I was in love with what he groomed me into believing was true. And I was in love with feeling so happy.
Special.
And feeling so special. And now in retrospect, I was never special.
So how is this legal?
Everyone wanted to know how this happened, why this happened, and who said it was okay that something like this could happen.
Everybody thought, did she lie? What happened? Nope, she had her parents' permissions.
Courtney was a sophomore in high school when her mother, Krista, signed over consent, allowing her young daughter to wed a man 3 times her age.
So she said, I can feel my daughter's love for you. I can feel it, and I can feel your love for her. It was Krista who said, you know, you guys can get married if you want.
As a young girl from Washington State, Courtney dreamed of a future in Hollywood. Wanting to support their daughter's dreams, Courtney's parents started looking for someone who could help her break into show business, and they found it in Doug Hutchison. At the time, Doug was advertising private acting lessons after having found fame in Hollywood and television, like on Lost.
I'm not making any sense, am I? No.
After only 6 months of getting to know each other online and over the phone, Doug traveled to Courtney's hometown of Ocean Shores, Washington. His intention? To meet Courtney face-to-face for the very first time, and then ask her parents, Krista and Alex, for her hand in marriage. Courtney's mom later signed over consent, and with that parental permission, Courtney and Doug got married in Las Vegas, where it was legal. My colleague Lara Spencer spoke with the pair nearly a month after their wedding.
A lot of people online say you're a pervert. What do you say to that?
I'm a pervert. Courtney is
whore.
a whore, and other. It's, you know what? It's people are welcome to their opinions. That's what the world is about.
It was Courtney's first television interview.
When you look back on that, what goes through your mind?
If I could, I would go bust down that door mid-interview, grab her, and give her a hug.
I have to say, when I look back at the interview, you look a little out of it.
You know what's funny? I was sober.
Really?
And I was hoping you were going to ask this question because I've always wanted to be asked this for like over 10 years.
Wow.
I was completely sober. But after that interview, I wasn't sober anymore.
Overnight, Doug and Courtney became a media sensation.
She was just fascinating to people. People wanted to know why this beautiful young girl was allowed to get married and then why she married this old man.
The newlyweds would become the butt of tabloid fodder, like on CNN's The Ridiculist.
So she probably only had to miss one day of high school. And what was she going to miss in 11th grade anyway? Algebra?
The paparazzi is on every corner looking for them because that was big money back in the day. So they saw this as a cash cow moment.
Media scrutiny was very unforgiving to young women during that time. And instead, what happened is they became completely villainized.
This idea that the paparazzi not just hounded you, but shamed you or helped put you on the stage, and then you were shamed.
Well, the paparazzi were trying to pay their rent, you know.
You're very gracious.
I really never blamed the paparazzi. I really never did.
And that you also related to, when you saw the Britney doc, all the paparazzi, that those were the same paparazzi.
Yeah, I recognized all of them.
What was that reaction like for you? How did you?
It made me feel less alone.
I think in the 2010s, paparazzi was like hardcore. You know, you look at what Britney Spears and Paris Hilton and young celebutantes kind of went through with regards to the paparazzi and the tabloids. I mean, it was just a 24-hour frenzy.
Their unorthodox relationship fascinating and repulsing some in the public. As Courtney and Doug became more high profile, so did the backlash against their relationship, with celebrities singling out Courtney. Chrissy Teigen tweeted at the then 16-year-old Courtney in 2011, "I hate you," and later, "My Friday fantasy, you, dirt nap."
And I know she's saying that it was from alcohol or whatever she wanted to say it was from. Saying this to a child when you're the queen of Twitter, it was so much.
Chrissy has said, you know, in the long run that she was going through something and she apologizes for that, but it's a real dark turn to this entire story.
I did actually almost succeed at committing suicide because of, there was a huge part of it. I had a suicide letter written. Sorry. I remember my last thought was, you know, maybe I don't deserve to be here when people that high up are telling me I don't deserve to be.
Years later, when the messages resurfaced, Chrissy Teigen says she lost multiple brand deals and apologized to Courtney, writing in part, "I have tried to connect with Courtney privately, but since I publicly fueled all this, I want to also publicly apologize. I'm so sorry, Courtney. I hope you can heal now, knowing how deeply sorry I am." After almost 10 years of marriage, Courtney says she finally filed for divorce in 2020. She was 26. Doug was about to turn 60. In a statement to Impact, Doug writes in part, these false, malicious, and egregious allegations are sadly and assumedly fueled by Courtney Stodden's insatiable and desperate desire to remain in the entertainment media limelight at all costs. Ms. Stodden has a history of unfortunate deception and/or exaggerations to depict herself as a victim, using unsubstantiated and provocative terms, incautiously, like grooming, abusive, and predatory. If you take the time to explore an unbiased deep dive into Ms. Stodden's deceptive and narcissistic nature, you would uncover a plethora of manipulative dishonesty.
For much more on this story, watch Impact by Nightline, Confessions of a Child Bride, now streaming on Hulu. And when we come back, Caleb Simpson.
How much do you pay for rent in New York?
The viral TikTok star who talks his way into New Yorkers' private spaces, even Scarlett Johansson.
How much do you pay for rent in New York?
Not telling you
Congratulations, Nightline, 45 years. Where has the time gone? It's unbelievable. I'm so proud of you.
Talk about aging gracefully. You know, they say it's impolite to ask people about their age or their politics. Well, if you're a New Yorker, there's a third place you don't go. Asking what someone pays for their typically tiny, always expensive apartment. We revisit the TikTok sensation who breaks that rule every chance he gets. Here's ABC's Ashin Singh.
How much do you pay for rent in New York?
I paid $2,100.
Around $12,000.
Could I have a tour of your apartment?
Do you want to walk up 5 flights of stairs?
You may not recognize his face, but that voice
You're the mastermind of this apartment, is that what I'm hearing?
is the one behind hundreds of viral TikToks.
Very neat. The Harry Potter room. Everyone's curious here. No matter like what level of wealth somebody's at, they will walk down the street and still look up and be like, oh, I wonder what it's like in there.
It's the question the whole world is wondering about the Big Apple. How do people actually live here? From the average,
$1,550. That's $1,650.
It's really bright, which is why we picked it.
to the elite.
Do I have to tell you?
Way too much.
This is freaking incredible. This is the best lofted space I've ever seen.
Living room, workspace. Oh, I get busy in here.
People are saying that you're the modern day version of MTV Cribs. How do you react to that?
Oh man, it's pretty surreal to think about it sometimes. Because if you think about it, I'm just like a rude stranger asking people to divulge personal information. You know what I mean? How much do you pay for rent? How much do you pay for rent in New York?
Now that question, which often gets a double take,
Can I try out your bed?
has led 33-year-old Caleb Simpson to a full-fledged career.
Oh wow, this is nice.
By offering glimpses into the crazy world of New York living that so many others dream of.
I was running around with the camera, kind of trying out a bunch of ideas before this series took off of just exploring, talking to people, interviewing people.
With the hopes of going viral?
I mean, when you make internet content, you want people to see it.
The wildly popular content creator has nearly 14 million followers across all social media platforms, with 8.5 million on TikTok alone.
I almost didn't realize at first when I was making it, I had these like realizations happen while I was going viral. I was like trying to dissect why people were interested in it. One for sure, like everyone's commonplace is that we all live in a box of some size.
Sure.
So it's like, that's extremely relatable. They're nosy, curiosity. And I think at scale, no one's really just like gone into like Joe Schmo's house. But like, what up? I think I owe most of the popularity to the series to just normal people just being like, yeah, come on in. Let's like check it out.
From the quintessentially teeny tiny New York shoeboxes.
Welcome to my apartment.
How big is this?
95 square feet.
To the posh pads of celebrities like Scarlett Johansson.
Hello.
Hi, how much do you pay for rent in New York?
Not telling you.
And Christy Brinkley.
I have to introduce you to my chickens.
Scrambled, sunny side
is
up,
amazing.
Benedict.
The series becoming so big, he's gone global.
How much do you pay for rent in Australia? How much do you guys pay for rent in London? How much do you pay for rent in Hong Kong?
Why are you in Hong Kong?
It was New York City real estate mogul and Shark Tank investor Barbara Corcoran.
You're Barbara from Shark Tank.
Yes, I am.
Who gave him a huge boost when she reached out, asking if he'd like to tour her penthouse.
This is the guest room. This is where you're gonna put me when I come back?
Yeah, why not? You can use it.
When Barbara Corcoran DM'd me like 2 or 3 months into the series, was like, come to my apartment. I was like, whoa, dude, this is crazy. Why is she DMing me? And then that kind of just like shook the landscape a little bit. And from there, I was like, okay, I think this is a thing. Guess that TikTok song with us?
Yes.
Oh, you're good.
He'd experimented with different types of content creation for almost a decade when he came up with the idea of asking New Yorkers about their apartments, just as he was about to lose his.
I just like had gotten fired from my job. I had like 4 weeks worth of cash in the account, which was like for rent. So I was like, my back was up against the wall, and I was like, dang. I'm like literally walking around asking people, how much do you pay for rent? And I cannot pay for rent. Sometimes you just need a fire under your ass to figure something out.
Living close to the bone is something Caleb says he's familiar with. Growing up one of 9 kids in North Carolina, sharing a room with his 5 brothers. His family, he says, often relying on public assistance to get by.
I'm just grateful for it. And it also lives up to a lot of like core values I have in my own life. I love to give other people a platform. It's just more fun to experience stuff with other people versus putting all the attention on myself.
He doesn't consider himself an interior designer, but has seen enough apartments to notice a few things. What are trends that you're seeing a lot of?
Well, every 23-year-old has a bar cart and thinks they're the We got the kitchen here at the big island, you know.
And it was only fitting. The guy who tours people's apartments gave me a tour of his. By New York standards, Caleb is living large. This is it, the Bellini couch. A working fireplace.
Outdoor space.
And the cuddle cushion.
So you're gonna be the big spoon or the little spoon?
I'm gonna take little spoon.
Okay, let's do it.
Can we try it out?
Yeah.
You're always asking how much people are paying for rent.
I know, I'm so nervous. Are you about to ask me?
I'm about to. On a monthly basis, how much are you paying for rent?
Okay, I'm paying $21.80 a month.
$21.80.
The whole apartment's $6,500 a month because
Okay.
I have some roommates, so we split it up accordingly.
$21.80. This is a steal in Brooklyn, right?
Totally. No, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
Definitely.
No matter how big you've gotten, you haven't elevated to one of those big apartments.
Yeah.
How come?
Man, we're all getting hosed out here in New York, man. It's expensive.
That's facts.
I think that's a mistake people make too, is that if they make a little bit more money, they just up their lifestyle. I'm like, I like this apartment. Why would I just like run away from it?
If I learned one thing from Caleb, it's knowing when it's time to go.
You saw the house, you saw the grill, you saw the tub, you saw the cuddle cushion, you saw the fire, you saw the deck, you saw the cold punch, you saw the sauna, you jumped in my bed. It's time to go. Thanks for coming over.
I appreciate you showing me around.
Our thanks to Oshin. And when we come back, Ryan Gosling makes his childhood dreams come true.
Yes.
And finally tonight, may the force be with him.
I'm just Ken.
He's brought Ken to life in Barbie. Now Ryan Gosling is set to head to a galaxy far, far away in Star Wars, Starfighter.
That rumor is 100% true.
Thrilling fans at Tokyo's Star Wars celebration, confirming the buzzy rumors. Even bringing a photo from his childhood bedroom, proving his Star Wars fanboy status.
This is a picture that my mom sent of my bed sheets when I was 5.
Star Wars Starfighter hits theaters in 2027. We'll have much more on the latest in this iconic intergalactic franchise Monday. And that's it for Nightline tonight. You can watch all of our full episodes on Hulu. We'll see you right back here same time Monday. Thanks for staying up with us. Have a great weekend. Good night, America.